Looking for your dream home in Edmonton? You are going to want to watch this video because I am going to take you through Edmonton's top 6 luxury communities. These are some of the best communities in the city of Edmonton, and many are nestled in the banks of the North Saskatchewan River. Make sure that you watch this video all the way through to make sure you don't miss the best one. Hey everybody, my name is Leanna Martins and I am an Edmonton real estate agent. Welcome to Moving to Edmonton. So whether you are looking to move up to the dream or maybe you're moving to Edmonton, we got you covered. We take the stress out and we make it easy. The first of my top 6 luxury Edmonton communities is one of my favorite for luxury infills. It is Windsor Park, and it's located in South Central Edmonton. It is immediately west of the U of A North Campus, overlooking the North Saskatchewan River Valley. To the northeast and west, which is what makes it so pristine a location to live in. Grout Road gives a 5 to 10 minute access to downtown. River Valley Road, the Royal Glenora Club, the Royal Mayfair Golf Club, Emily Murphy Park, and Horlock Park. 114th Street gives direct access to Southgate Mall, White Mud Drive, Snow Valley Ski Resort, and you are basically 5 minutes away from any LRT stop, which will take you anywhere in the city. So it is an ideal location for anybody who's health conscious and likes to run, bike, or be in nature, or might work at the University of Alberta, downtown, South Edmonton, or has kids going to the U of A. You have a 5-minute access to the Stollery Children's Hospital, the Mazankowski, and the Cross Cancer, or even the Alberta Jubilee for performances. All of those hospitals and the Jube is actually on the U of A campus, which you are literally adjacent to. So let's talk schools in Windsor Park. Windsor Park School is a K-6 elementary, and it is one of Edmonton's highest ranking schools. Windsor Park School utilizes the Leader in Me approach, which teaches the 7 habits of highly effective people. The median household income in Windsor Park is $178,000, and 70% of the residents there have a diploma, bachelor degree, or a higher education. The construction is predominantly in the 1950s, which really makes it a mature neighborhood. Older trees, nice big wide streets, nice big lots, and just like all luxury infill neighborhoods, there is significant infill and new home construction. So the average house price in 2024 was $1.2 million. So let's talk second luxury community in Edmonton, and it is Glenora. It is one of Edmonton's oldest communities, and it's bounded on the east by Grout Road, on the north by 107th Avenue, and the west by 142nd Street, on the south by the River Valley and the McKinnon Ravine. The Government House Mansion is located there as well, which was built in 1913, and it was built to house the lieutenant governors of Alberta at that time. Although real estate slowed shortly after, the local elite wanted to live close to the governor's mansion and near the view of the River Valley. It had good connections to streetcar system, which had it develop as an affluent community from the beginnings. There are 4 schools in Glenora. So we have Glenora Elementary School, there's Westminster Junior High, St. Vincent Catholic Elementary, and the private Progressive Academy, which is a preschool to grade 12 private day school. The average household income is $170,000, and the same as Windsor Park, almost 70% of the residents have a minimum of a diploma, bachelor degree, or higher education. And the type of construction is the early 1940s, but most of the community is built in the 1950s to 1960s, with much of that early construction being small 2-story, 1.5 stories, and bungalows. Many of those older homes have been torn down in favor of, you guessed it, new home construction. You're going to see some from the 80s, and again, there's a ton of infill because it is a highly desirable lot with prime real estate locations to build the dream home. So the average sold price in Glenora in 2024 was $908,000. Now on to our third top luxury community in Edmonton, which is Westbrook. Westbrook Estates is located southwest Edmonton, in the neighborhood overlooks the White Mud Creek Ravine on the west, northwest, and south. So the eastern boundary of this neighborhood is 119th Street. A major highlight of this community is the Derrick Golf and Winter Club, founded in 1959. The club provides its members with golf, tennis, indoor, aquatic center, childcare, curling, badminton, a really large fitness center. All of this has been redone over the last couple of years. 2 fitness studios, as well as access to outdoor ski trails and an outdoor skating rink. Westbrook has 2 schools, an elementary K-6 school, Vernon Barford Junior High. Westbrook School has a gifted and talented program for exceptional students. So unlike Glenora, which is an older neighborhood, much of the construction in Westbrook happened in the 1960s and the 1970s, which gives you very large homes, things like bi-levels, 4-level splits, and some larger 2 stories on larger lots backing the golf course. So because of the size of many of these homes, you're going to see much more renovation and additions in this community as opposed to tear downs and infills. In a community like Glenora, you see complete tear downs because they were very small post-war houses of that era. So the average household income in Westbrook is $239,000, and the average sold price of Westbrook real estate in 2024 was $1.4 million. Hey, getting good value out of this? Awesome! Make sure you subscribe below so more people just like you can get the info they need. Let's get back to the video. Top 6 luxury community number 4 is Windermere. Windermere is bounded on the south by the future realignment of Ellerslie Road, on the east by 170th Street and Terwilliger Drive, and on the northeast by the Anthony Henday Drive. On the west and northwest by the River Valley. You can guess where the luxury real estate is located. Windermere Ridge is considered one of the most expensive housing streets. Some lots feature a building area of over 31,000 square feet of space. Windermere has 3 schools: St. John the 23rd, a K-9 Catholic, Constable Daniel Woodall, and Dr. Margaret Ann Arbor. K-9 and Ambleside community as well. In addition, there is significantly greater racial diversity in Windermere than any of the other luxury communities that I mentioned today. There's many more African, Jamaican, Filipino, East Indian, and Middle Eastern, and that can make up anywhere from 20 to 30% of the population, where in some of these legacy communities, I call them, it can be about 6 to 12% of visible minorities, except for Windsor Park, which is 20% Asian. So built in the 2005s, Windermere is a newer community, and as such, you're going to see all levels of development. So you're going to see things from apartment-style condos to townhomes to half duplexes, mid-5s, 500,000 single family, all the way up to the luxury real estate. So the prices range from $300,000 to $2.8 million, depending on where you live. It makes it much more accessible for any family and really less of a legacy community like Glenora or Windsor Park or Grandview Heights and Westbrook Estates, where there is much less inventory turnover of real estate and newer residents moving in, as really once you get into those aspirational communities, many times you stay until you downsize. So you stay, you either move up and get the lot over top of, the beautiful view backing onto the River Valley if you started at a $500,000 home, or renovate your home or build the infill home. That's compared to the newer community like Windermere, where inventory turnover is 3 to 30 times greater than these other legacy communities. Luxury community number 5 is Grandview Heights, and it as well is located in southwest Edmonton. The neighborhood is bounded on the north by the North Saskatchewan River, on the west by White Mud Creek Ravine, and on the south and east by the University of Alberta Farm. As the name states it, it has superb river valley views. The location is fantastic as it's less than 10 minutes to the U of A campus and White Ave, 5 minutes to Southgate Mall, it is 5 minutes to Snow Valley Ski Club and the White Mud Equine Learning Center. Grandview Heights School is a grade 1 to 9 school, and it's one of Edmonton's top rated schools, just like Windsor Park. Don't worry, kindergarten students are provided with transportation to Lansdowne School for their kindergarten year, as they don't have kindergarten on site. Grandview emphasizes academic excellence in core subjects of English, math, social studies, and French. And they foster rigorous critical thinking and creative thinking. There is, in addition, an accelerated math and science program, which leads to high school credits by the end of grade 9. So the focus of this school is to prepare students for post-secondary. The average income is $196,000, and almost 80% in this community of the residents have a minimum of diploma, bachelor, or higher education level. Most of the inventory here was built in the 1960s and 70s era. So the average price of homes is $1.1 million, and they range from about $820,000 to $1.4 in terms of sold for this last year. And finally, friends, you have made it all the way through to community number 6, which is Parkview. It is a West Edmonton community, and it is bounded to the north by 95th Avenue, the east by the North Saskatchewan, the south by 87th Ave, and west by 149th Street. So Parkview is split in the middle by 142nd, which serves as a major through road, and it provides access to downtown and North Edmonton. The east portion of Parkview, which used to be referred to as Valley View, has some of Edmonton's most schwanky and expensive real estate, as that is the area that bounds the North Saskatchewan River with direct views of downtown on Valley View Drive. One of the homes is the home of billionaire Daryl Cates, whose home is situated at the very end of Valley View Drive at a value of over $13 million. In addition to Cates, all through there, including down through Buena Vista, which goes into Laurier, so they really just blend into each other. You typically will have some of the Oilers, some of our most successful hockey players in Edmonton, and as a matter of fact, Connor McDavid lives down there as well. So this location is pristine because it's minutes to the renovated Edmonton Valley Zoo, Buena Vista Park at the bottom, the Laurier Boat Launch. There's also a small strip mall with a new boutique grocery that's being opened right now. It's got a hairdresser, a restaurant, and a travel agency. And it is 5 minutes up the road to Crestwood Center, which has a great bakery, a children's boutique, a dermatologist, med spa, and much more swanky things. It's only 10 minutes to downtown. It's 10 minutes to West Edmonton Mall. It's 10 minutes to Snow Valley Ski Club, TELUS World of Science, and more. And that's what makes this location prime real estate for families. Parkview has 2 schools. So Parkview School is K-9 with an academic enrichment program and a Mandarin bilingual program starting at grade 7. Then you also have St. Rose Catholic Junior High, which strives for academic excellence with the values of love, leadership, and service. The builds are 1940s to 1970s, and you get a mix of post-war bungalows with some larger 2 stories, bi-levels, and splits closer to the river valley. Again, the location, you get significant renovation and infill development, as the lots command a very high value. The average price of sold homes in Parkview in 2024 was $887, with they range from $334 to $2.7 million. And because of that range, it does allow greater access and more affordability for more people. And a caveat, so if you look back at this map, you're going to see I am talking about Parkview right now. I live in Laurier, which I've spoke about before in another one of my videos. And then if you go north of Parkview, you see Crestwood as well. And then if you go further north, you're going to see Glenora. So all of these communities are all luxury communities, and each one has its pros and it has its cons. So thank you so much for sticking around for the remainder of Edmonton's top 6 luxury communities. I have loved having you. If you like this, you are going to love this. Watch Edmonton's top 5 River Valley communities. If you might be considering a move up in Edmonton because you are looking for the dream home, reach out to me and my people, or you might be relocating and moving into Edmonton. Guess what? We take the stress out, friends, and we make it easy. So make sure you click below for a free discovery call, and we will make sure that you get all the information, all the resources, and all the help you need to make it easy. Reach out to me, my friends. Liana, out.